Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's always so lovely to meet you back here. Welcome back, subscribers and viewers, and welcome for the first time, new subscribers, and new viewers. If you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and click the notification bell so that we stay energetically connected. Now, also, if you would like to support my channel, that information is in the description box. Now, today we are talking about gaslighting. Okay. This is a touchy subject for me because I absolutely hate a gaslighter. Okay, I hate the intentions behind gaslighting. I hate the behavioral, the manipulation that's behind gaslighting. Everything about it, the energy behind it is just so disgusting to me on all accounts. Okay, and we've all been guilty of gaslighting and being gaslighted, just period. Okay, and when we know better, we do better. So the whole purpose of this video is for educational purposes, for enlightening purposes, and calling you out, calling us out in a very healthy way so that we can find solutions to those problems and to those weaknesses and transform that into strengths. Okay, and to stop gaslighting if that's something that you do, and stop allowing yourself to be gaslighted if that's something that you are experiencing. Okay, so some behavior examples of gaslighting is, okay, we got person A and we got person B. That's how I'm gonna break it down so that it doesn't get confusing. Okay, so person A is lying. Person A says something like, when they say something, it's pretty much indicating their inadequacies that they have within themselves, but it also causes you to be defensive, okay, because of this. And if person B decides to dispute what person A is saying, then person B is attempting to call out person A, and then this will escalate person's A tactics of gaslighting, because now they're becoming defensive, and it's gonna actually get worse. Okay, so for example, say you present a really good idea to someone. Okay, you present a really, really good idea to someone, and when you are presenting this idea to someone, they seem to act like they're a little confused, or they are really confused, right? Or they seem to act like what you said did not even get underneath their skin. Not underneath their skin, but it didn't absorb. But then later they use it as if it was their own idea, or is it something that they present it to you as this new material, or like you just didn't say what you just said to this person, and they act like they was confused, they didn't understand what you were saying, and then they just used it back on you. That right there is toxicity at its finest. Okay. That is crazy. So what I want to say is, in relationships, like marital relationships, where infidelity have occurred, the person may make you feel like that you're being crazy for thinking such a thought that they could be cheating on you. Okay, that's an example of gaslighting in relationships. And if you are physically abusive, I was supposed to use person A and person B, but look, I'm just going to keep going because that's going to confuse me. So if a person in a relationship is physically abusive and then they try to deny the fact that they hit you or that they were emotionally abusive or that they were sexually abusive, that's toxic. If a person physically abused you and then turn around and heal the same wounds that they caused, there's some serious issues there, okay? And just understand that with this energy being prolonged and repeated for so many years, for so long within that person, it can create a nervous breakdown, and it can result to suicide sometimes if this individual feels that there's no escaping this reality, okay? To identify gaslighting abuse, examples are, no, I didn't do that, you crazy, but knowing that they did do it, okay? Wow, you must be ill if you're making this shit up like this. Yeah, have issues because they are denying the facts, or they downplaying, they're insulting your intelligence, pretty much. If they tell you that you are imagining things, you are delusional. If they say that, oh, I'm pissed off because you accusing me of that, you know I would never do that. Or you're twisting up my words, that's not what I meant when I said that. Or they telling you that you have amnesia and you have selective memory, short-term memory loss, long-term memory loss, but they trying to downplay the reality and acting like that you just couldn't remember what actually took place. Or if they are telling you that you are overreacting, okay, you need to understand that gaslighting is a psychological abuse. That is psychological abuse, okay? And the psychological abuse will affect you in other areas. Also, it's important to find a way to safely get out of this toxic situation. And not just running, because running doesn't solve anything. The issue will still be there. The ideal is to face it head on and face it in a way where it doesn't escalate into more issues, but it actually minimizes it and create a more peaceful environment. It is very true that any person in this world can be enlightened. It is also true that everybody cannot reach. Okay, let me see how to say this. So let's just say you're in a relationship with someone and you feel like you can't get through to them, but you know that someone can get through to them. That is very true in this world. So say there is a gaslighter and it's difficult to communicate with this individual. Just know that it is help available for this person. Now, you may not be the individual that can help this person, but there is help available, because this person will let their guard down with someone at some point in time if they are energetically moved to do so. Also, it is... So we're just going to leave that right there. Now, I've witnessed a lot of people who have toxic relationships. I too have had toxic relationships in my past, so I'm able to identify certain traits, because at one point in time that was normal to me. It wasn't normal, but it was a part of my journey. It was something that I've encountered before, and it was something I had to figure out how to get out of. Okay? So, some signs of gaslighting in your relationship is no longer feeling like the person you used to be. Okay? Not feeling like yourself anymore. Also, being anxious and less confident than you used to be. Your self-esteem has took some hits in the midst of this confusion, in the midst of these mind games and this psychological game that this individual is playing on you. And at some point in time, it minimizes your self-worth, your self-esteem. Okay, another one is often wondering if you're being too sensitive, when you're second guessing yourself and you're like, am I tripping? Okay, so am I overreacting? Is this not a big deal and I'm making it seem like a big deal? And the reason why you're feeling like this is because this person is downplaying how you feel, and it's horrible. Another one is feeling like everything you do is wrong. You can never do nothing right. That you being called out on your shit because you just can't get it right. Another sign is when you always thinking it's your fault when things go wrong, and you like, I did that, or you negative self-talk like, well, if my dumb ass didn't do this, and this wouldn't have resulted into this. Okay. And another one is apologizing often. Now, I did a video about apologizing. This, and I also mentioned in there with like being overly apologetic. Don't do that. Okay. Another one is having a sense that something is wrong, but not being able to identify what it is. Okay, making excuses for your partner's behavior. When you avoid giving information to friends or family members to avoid confrontation about your partner. This is signs that you're having gaslighting in your relationship. Feeling isolated from friends and family. And finding it increasingly hard to make decisions for yourself. And feeling hopeless. Okay, and feeling like that there's no more pleasure in the activities that you used to enjoy every day. These are some of the symptoms of identifying when you're having gaslighting in your relationship and when it's beginning to take a toll on you. Okay, understand that a person that's trying to seclude you in a relationship, they're trying to seclude you from your family, your friends, and outside connections. That is not a healthy marriage, or that's not a healthy relationship. Okay, if someone is trying to keep you in the house and under wraps, and they don't want you to go out and enjoy yourself, and you can't get a breath of fresh air, or take a jog, or go out without them tracking your location, or without them acting like the victim when you're out, or stating that you're out too long, and just acting like a victim in the whole situation. It's disgusting. And identify the signs that's in your relationship. And I understand that it is difficult to talk about this with others. It's embarrassing, it's demeaning, and when your self-worth is minimized in so many areas because of the prolonged abuse, you don't know how to share this. And also, this can become normal within that household. If you've been exposed to this for over a period of time, then this becomes your normality. It does. Like anything that we do for a prolonged amount of time, it becomes our reality. It becomes our way of doing things. And so this can become that way too, where it makes, and especially with the second guessing, going back and forth, and a person downplaying how you feel, it can really cause you to feel like this individual care for you and other people are against you. Okay, so let me see what else. Another thing for this is a person who's gaslighting you know how to throw in positive reinforcement to confuse you. Let me say that again. A person who is an expert at gaslighting. That means this is their shit. This is what they do. They gaslight people. They have some serious underlying issues within inside themselves, and they act out and they use manipulation tactics to control other people as a game, as an entertainment source for them, or just even to not be able to take responsibilities for something they need to take the responsibility for. Now, a person who gaslights, they know how to throw in positive reinforcement to confuse you. That's like the saying. That's like, for example, your mate say, "Oh, you have on a nice you had a nice ensemble on. You look really nice. But why you wear those glasses though? That look like shit. You shouldn't wear them together. But you kind of cute." That right there, that's a whole toxic. That's that's toxic right there. That's a whole toxic, because you don't even know where this person angle coming from. Like, was this a compliment? Was this supposed to be a compliment? Like, what exactly was that? And why you couldn't just leave that and your ensemble is nice. Like, why did you have to go and do all those other things? And that's because they are projecting. They have weaknesses within them. They have confusion and weakness within them, and they feel that when they do stuff like that, that's actually helping them to gain strength, or they got an upper hand on you. But really, at the end of the day, this individual feels so lonely and little, and the only time that they feel big is in those moments where they can make someone else feel little. But it's like a short-lived it's short-lived, because of course they're going to go back feeling like the minimum person that they are. When I'm not saying that they are, small people, but what they're doing is, it's very immature, and they have to identify where they need to heal, because all of it stems from some kind of pain, some type of experience where they may not even be realizing it's coming from, and they have to feel the need to be superior over other people, and it's in a very healthy and negative way, because they don't know what positive and a healthy communication actually looks like or feels like. Okay. And also, to identify is they try to align people against you. They try to corner you. And like I said, they try to keep you in the corner, and they try to corner you. So they're going to corner you, then they're going to keep you in the corner. And that's just pretty much like where they separate you, or they, it's like, it's not going to happen overnight. But they do have a strategy on how they do this, and they are keeping tabs, and they are gauging what they're doing and how it's affecting you. Okay, this person is really strategic. This person is a mastermind. This person is also extremely toxic and needs some healing, like seriously healing. And this person is a liar. Okay, this person will lie about any and everything, any and everybody. So, like I said, there's some true issues here. So let me see if I can. I'm going to do this poem, and it's by Karen Marie Mooney. And it says, most people are good and occasionally do something they know is bad. Some people are bad and struggle every day to keep it under control. Others are corrupt to the core and do not give a damn, as long as they don't get caught. But evil is a completely different creature. Evil is a bad thing that believes it's good. So, true, we're all hurting. We all need healing. But it's some people who are just downright evil. It's some people who are like, if you ever seen The Matrix, it's some people like the people that are in the matrix, and it's some people like the oh my God, I just had it. The agents in the matrix. Some people are like the agents in the matrix, and no matter what, they are just programmed and they are just evil. Okay? And I do believe that although everybody needs healing, not everybody will accept that, because it puts them in a very new and vulnerable spot and place within themselves and in the world, because once you heal, you do see things drastically different. Okay, so that's just a little bit about gaslighting. If you are in a situation with someone who is gaslighting you and who is psychologically abusive, I do pray for you. I do pray for you. Pray for you to get stronger, to be able to identify where this has broken you down, and to get the strength and the courage to begin again, whatever that looks like to you. And I do pray that the individual that you are dealing with is touched by reality in some way, that they can begin to heal on a monumental level, where they can actually go to a place of not gaslighting anymore, like a intense recovery period, where they are able to see themselves and they are able to address what is hurting them, and they have the support system around them that is patient enough and empathetic enough to help them to go through this. Okay, so that's it for this session. I'm going to pull an angel card for you guys. All right. And we have here, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity comes to you now. So for the individual that needed this message, listen to this message, play it back as many times as you need to. Okay? Honor the message that's in the message. Okay? And follow the guidance of your heart. Pray, and pray. And understand that you have the power to transform this situation into power, and you can get out of this situation if you truly desire that. Okay? Prosperity is for you. You are not meant to be in a place where you feel destitute and you feel lonely and you feel abused and neglected and preyed upon. You're not supposed to be in that type of feeling. So listen to the guidance and pray for guidance as well. And understand that every situation can be transformed. Okay? I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for another daily affirmation. Bye.